Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordum and we are back to continue our playthrough of Tyranny. Now, today is a very hot day where I am, so you will pardon me because I need to have my window closed, otherwise it's gonna make a lot of noise for the recording. So I need to have a fan on beside me. I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with the sound, but if it does, pardon me, but I need it, otherwise I'm gonna die. So we've made our way into the Hall of Regents. We have not yet seen what we have over here besides this guy, Dimitris, which is, I guess, a friend of ours from the Disfavored. And we have a room over there which we cannot explore. Now, I am not sure if this will turn into a fight, but honestly, something called the Hall of Regents with only 2 rooms, it's gonna be a fight. So we are going to take our protective measures here. And I do think I want to keep Barik with mirror image, just because they have a lot of two-handed people and I do need the avoidance on him for that purpose. We buff like this, we buff with guidance, and that's pretty much it.
As you command.
And let's see if it's a fight, but I'm pretty sure it's a fight.
I'm on it.
Alright. Okay, so for sure. Yesterday I still came over here because I did record the previous episode yesterday. I did see people here, but I only noticed the green circle around them. I even thought they were disfavored. They're clearly not. So this will be a fight. Dimitris, I've been waiting a long time to finish what we started, Regent. You've sat with your cowardice and shame long enough, haven't you? He draws his weapon. If you beg me for death, I'll make it painless. You are very cocky in front of all this. And here the Disfavored go on about the honor and glory of war. They're just principled butchers like the rest of us. I don't deny that we take satisfaction from our work, but it's never anything beyond that. Work. If you want to see me on my knees, you'll have to prop up my corpse for the delight of your inbred cohorts. But don't speak to me of cowardice and bravery. The Disfavored needed Kairos' arcane to prevail in the end. I'm sure that an army of lice-bitten rats could have succeeded with those odds on their side. Okay. You took a legion hostage and didn't have the nerve to meet us on the field of battle. Coward! Dimitris advances a step. I will earn Ash's favor when I bring him your head, and no one in Stalwart will weep for your demise. Something in the Regent's demeanor shifts as he catches your eye. So, the Fatebinder joins the fray. You must not like your odds if you brought so much backup. Your timing is impeccable, Fatebinder. He gestures to Herodin. Let's put down this sick dog together. And our options are... I don't believe you've been introduced. You should have done the right thing and edict yourself, Straydus. This is on you. Sentinel Cell will go to Disfavored for the glory of Ash. Surrender a million will show you mercy to your soldiers. I'm gonna go with this one here, Surrender Amelia, because we do want to save Ash's daughter. But no mercy to you, Regent. Barik clenches his fist and readies to attack. I am finished compromising with you imperial dogs. If you want to keep the keep so badly, come and take it from me. I have more than a few years under my belt, but I've spent most of them training for this day. We must have really closed you into a corner, Regent. I've never seen you bare your fangs like this. Dimitris advances with his weapon drawn. Good. I needed a challenge today. Dude, what are you doing? Yet, the odds are not in your favor, my friend. So we're gonna advance with Barik. My goal is to go for a iron tolling there, see if I can taunt them on top of him. They have 1, 2, 3 two-handed people, which is gonna hurt. And you 3 just move up.
They won't see me coming.
Okay, so they're clearly going for... He's already injured. Yeah, he's not gonna live. Not for very long, at least. And this guy is one of those with the two-handed weapons. I'm gonna actually try and focus on him. He's probably the hardest hitting guy in the group here. So Verse will go for a flame shot. And what are you gonna go for? I think I'll just start with disabling them here. Sorry, debuffing them here with this. Yeah, my chances to hit are quite high anyway. So we'll do that. Let's go for an iron tolling on him.
Take care.
He's on fire. Taunted everyone except that bitch over there, which is unfortunate. Okay, so let's focus. Well, let's see who comes, like, on top of me. And then we'll see who we go for. I'll just go right in the middle there, I think. And Verse, let's see what Verse is doing. Yeah, Verse will also go for this guy right here. He is the main guy. Let's try and knock him down and then skewer him. And let's see if they gather up a little bit more before I mark them. Because I do want to mark them. And I can start by tossing like a rhyme spike over here with you. Yeah, so she can go there. I can probably hit 3 people if I do like this, so I will do that. Let's go over here. Okay, looks good. Bardic's gonna take a heavy hit, Sundering Blow. Ooh, we can hit some nice people like this. I kinda doubt that the wall is gonna hit them both. It might just go through the middle, but we'll try. He missed. Yeah, so Mirror Image is quite good on Bardic here. Especially for this kind of fight. If there were a lot of, like, small bits of damage, I would prefer the armor. But it's not the case here. I think I'm also gonna put you, like, near my main character to shoot that way. So the Withering Cloud went out. I'm gonna bleed them all and fatigue them.
Can't do that.
It's almost perfect. I think I prefer to hit those in the back as well. Yes, we'll do that. Their main guy got knocked prone. He's already injured also. Verse is doing a good job.
What is wrong with my weapon?
Okay. So she's missing a few shots. That's fine. Let's go for a nice stun. And I'm gonna try and use the... Am I proned? Ah, frick, I'm proned. 1.8 seconds, not too bad. I'm gonna try and use my artifacts. I wanna see how they do. Yeah, they're still missing Bardic, which is amazing. Okay, so Bardic, let's use your Shadow's Treachery. And you are skewering him. Nice stun. Ah, oh! Land leveled up. Okay, I'm gonna level him up in a second. But we're gonna do this, which supposedly... Well, since it stuns and they're already stunned, I'm gonna not do that now. Yeah, he's almost dead. Straydus Herodin. So we're good here. We'll go for this. You can go for a Ball Lightning. And Verse just attack, yeah. Bardic's gonna use his thing. Not really sure what that did. Surrendered. Oh, he doesn't die. Okay, he doesn't... Yeah, but we critically hit for 42 raw on Straydus Herodin. But, wait. He's alive still. Yeah, our taunt saved him. But he basically only hit Straydus Herodin. Isn't this supposed to be an AoE? It is a full AoE. I guess it missed everybody else or something? Okay. So you... I will give you... I'll give you quickness. I have these. Yeah, I have these. So, wait, but he's gonna go for level 19. I'm kind of assuming level 20 might be the max level, but I'm not sure. So if I want to go over here, I can do it by taking 1 point here and then going there. Okay, sure. I'll do that. Okay, let's smack this guy. Actually, let's smack this guy because he's the one with the big weapon. Actually, both of these have big weapons. You go and hit him. I really wish these bitches would just move closer, but they're not moving closer. Okay, nice going there. Let me stun that guy. Actually, let me do this. On them. Just bouncing between them.
On it.
Ball lightning went up. That was some kind of AoE. Heal. Verse, what are you doing? Hit. Just taking some shots, but nothing too special. Can try and taunt those. Okay, smack him. Taunted both of them, nice.
I will aid you.
It bounced over here, that was unfortunate, okay. So let me now go this way with my main character, and you can move up closer, I think. And buff us up with more damage. And I want a ball here. That one's dead. Verse. Go and kill that other guy. He's the main target. Ah, I got proned. Let's heal her.
I'll take care.
You smack him. Actually, smack him.
I will aid you.
We proned. All of the... Oh, he's gonna heal. Let me see if I can petrify him before he does that. I doubt it, but let's try.
Aye.
Petrify! Petrify! Perfection. It landed. Good. Fireball him. Heal yourself.
What the fuck is wrong with my weapon?
Okay, good heal, good heal. Hit this guy. God damn it, stop focusing verse, dude. I can't really do a lot there. I think I might have to use this to get verse... well, to make verse live. I'll turn off slow mode, I think we're fine without it. Okay, she's healed up. I'm gonna try and stun them. And you are gonna go for an icicle storm over there. Come on, move. Do it like this. Do it like this. Skewer him. Hit him. Okay, drink a potion. Do I have the weaker potion? No, I don't. Okay, she's healed up. Stun, stun. Good. Let's mark them. He's still not dead. God damn it. Fireball. Okay, now he's dead. Fireball there. Focus here. Verse, focus there.
On it.
I think we're good. Honestly. It bounces on the surrendered guy. Oh, come on. That's silly. But okay. Okay, Verse got blinded. Let's have you ball lightning those.
My eyes.
I need more damage from you, Lantry. Come on. Bouncy fireball. Let's rhyme spike this guy. Very good. Go over there or set him on fire and then go for him. Spell breach that one. Kill him. Okay, he's dead. Let's heal Bardic. Dead.
Graven
Icicle Storm there.
protects.
Should be dead. Oh, come on.
Diddy, you won't
Good.
as I do.
Okay, this fight was actually quite simple. Again, mirror image on Bardic does a lot. The Regent lies on the ground, blade undefeated. He extends his good arm and drops his weapon. If only I had the breath to spend defying you, but I fear the fight has left me. Let me just go over this a little bit more, because I know for some people this might be a little bit weird, since I've kind of swapped my buffs on him. But the idea here is, if you are surrounded by a lot of people that attack you very quickly, like let's say dual wielding rogues, something like that, which attack very often and very accurately, more armor is gonna do better, because they don't do that much damage, they just do a lot of attacks. And by having more armor, it's going to mitigate a lot of that damage. If you think about the Scourge Bane and what's it called, man? The ability they do is like they start spinning and attacking very, very frequently. The armor negates most of that damage. They deal like 1 or 2 points of damage instead of 12 and 26. But if we're dealing against enemies which are using two-handed weapons, they do a lot of damage per hit, but they attack very slowly. So it's much more important to try and have evasion to make them miss than try to mitigate the damage they deal, because 6 points of armor is not really gonna do a lot if you're taking like 150. But if you make them miss, then you take 0 damage and they have to wind up another very long recovery attack. So that's why I'm using more mirror image on Bardic here than I've done pretty much for the rest of the entire game. What a moment to witness! The last of the stalwart defenders shattering the disfavored boot. Dimitris beams with pride and rears back to kick Herodin in the head, but stops himself. He's still alive. I'll give you the honors. Let's kill this wretch and put an end to the edict at last. Amelia! Wait, what? Oh... What's this called? Stockholm syndrome? Let me check just so I don't make a fool of myself. Stockholm... Not IKEA, dude. Syndrome. Psychological response in which hostages or abuse victims develop positive feelings towards their captors or abusers. Yes. I'm guessing she's suffering from it because she turned, apparently. One of the soldiers moves between you and Herodin, tearing off her helmet. I won't let you do this. Amelia? Is that you? Dimitris' weapon nearly falls from his hand as he salutes. I hardly recognized you. Why are you fighting with the Regent's personal guard? Some of us could use an explanation. What is the meaning of this? I've come to take you away from Sentinel Stand. Or I can salute with lore. Graven Ash protects. I'll do that. She aims you with a withering look. Those are words I don't hear often anymore. If you come in my father's service, then prepare to be disappointed. I am not the northern warlord I once was. She winces at the very thought. Sitting out the conflict made me see this conquest from a different perspective. She looks to you with a plea in her eyes. We were wrong. Kyrus led us from the right path centuries ago. We marched south to finish the Overlord's work, but she squeezes her eyes shut. Don't you see that the tears are the last chance for us to make this right? Amelia, the Regent's voice softens. You don't have to say anything further. You were a prisoner, what happened? This is no time for a story, she glares. Not while we have our blades pointed at each other. If any of us survives this, which I suspect isn't likely, I'll tell you everything. But right now you need to stand down and back away from the Regent. Why are you fighting for Stalwart? Because Stalwart has a fighting chance at winning back their independence. Because we invaded this realm on the mad whims of a tyrant. Because of many reasons. Fighting for the Regent is treason. He is beaten, the keep is yours, will you cooperate? You're not thinking clearly, we will take you back into Iron Hearth. This is condescending. I'll try this option. He is beaten, the keep is ours, will you cooperate? Never. I know what atrocities you and the rest of Tunon's ilk are capable of visiting upon us. I know what my father does to traitors and deserters. My father. Her voice catches and it takes a moment to find her words. I love my father, but it's nothing compared to the love I felt for the father of... Amelia, please be silent! Sellers looks to her with desperation. It's over, you understand? I'm dying. Save your strength for... more important things. He turns to you with a resolved expression, and you know he's almost lost too much blood to maintain it. I am the last of the Regents. If you mean to end the Edict of Storms, then I accept my fate. This is... this is sounding... fishy. Sorry, I have to drink some water. It's hot and my voice is going. Okay, so... one last chest, Regent, will you end the edict yourself? For Ash in this favor, I vow to give you a clean death. Too bad my orders didn't specify mercy, or I'm sorry, Regent, this has to happen. So, will you end the edict yourself is like seppuku, which I don't think is really appropriate where we stand right now. I'm sorry, Regent, this has to happen. For Ash in the north, it's time to strike back at these southern ingrates. Dimitris balls his fists and nods for you to make your move. Before you can take action, you catch Amelia begin to raise her weapon from the corner of your eye. Amelia, stop! Straydus winces, hardly possessing the energy to argue. You have to keep your promise, remember? The focused, determined air about Amelia falls resignation. She delivers a curt nod and leaves the room, darting you a killing look on her way out. I wonder if... I'm having some suspicions as to what happened. She was mentioning something like, I never, not like the love for the father of, and then he cut it off and says she has more important things to do. I'm thinking we might have some children here. Amelia disappears into the room, unwilling to watch what is about to unfold. Kill the Regent Fatebinder. Let's put this shameful chapter of our conquest behind us, along with the Edict of Storms. He spares a final look at Straydus Herodin. You should be proud, Regent. In death you'll accomplish more than you ever did in life. So I think even if you are playing as a good person or somebody aligned with them, because what we're doing, I don't know, it's easy to consider it to be evil, but at the same time it's like it's just kind of neutral. Lawful, neutral, maybe? But yeah, even if we were playing on their side, killing him makes the most sense, because everybody is suffering with this Edict of Storms. You'll excuse me if I disagree, you northern pig. Straydus looks up at you with hope and pain in his eyes. And so falls the last enemy of Stalwart. Goodbye, Regent. The captain goes on with the ship, but you die a coward. Let's go with this one. And so falls last enemy of Stalwart. Goodbye, Regent. You take up a fallen sword from the floor and drive it through Straydus Herodin's heart, killing him instantly. Straydus' body falls to the ground and you watch the blood pool onto the floor in silence. There is a feeling of anticipation in the air, but as the seconds pass, it never materializes into anything. The surge of arcane energy and sense of relief you experience in Ascension Hall is missing. You hear the howl of the storm outside and realize that the edict endures. There's children. There's children for sure. Dimitris furrows his brow in confusion. The last of the Regents is dead, and yet Karos' storm continues. What could we possibly missed? From across the hall, you hear a faint cry. A baby's cry, and realization dawns on you. He had a child with Graven Ash's daughter. I'm freaking sure. 70 defense and 14 armor, that's quite good. Oh, that's nice. That is not. Oh, but it doesn't have lightweight or quick step. Do I care too much about this? Or do I would just like to have him with more I think I prefer just more defenses, right? I would gain parry, but I would lose endurance. And I don't even use parry, I only use dodge. Okay, we'll keep it here in case I, for some reason, want to swap for it. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Graven Ash.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. You guys were missing... Oh no, you have your stance. You don't. Yeah, that's it.
Protects.
I'm playing with less accuracy for no reason. Quick. I meant to quick save. Blocking the doorway, Amelia regards you with eyes that brim with tears, yet blaze with hints of her father's grim resolve. She has armored herself in disfavored raiment to face you down. Stay away from my daughter. You will not have her. Yeah, of course. Oh no. Oh, by the Archon's mercy, don't let this be so. Barek covers his face and howls softly. Your daughter is the Regent heir? Now that you've killed Straydus Herodin, she is. Amelia draws herself up and glares at you. She has nothing to do with Kairos or the Edict. You have no right to judge her on the basis of blood. Well, I mean, the Edict will only end if the bloodline is severed, though. How is this possible? I know it's a stupid question, Verse. Do you need me to draw it out for you? Because there are a few ways it can happen, and people get confused about these things. First, Verse lifts her leg above her head, but you cut her off with a gesture. My unit would say this the younger. Even in Remembrance, Amelius doesn't share her warlike resolve. He showed me kindness behind these walls, and taught me about Stalwart and the Tears, the culture and heritage that made these people the pride of the realm. He died in the third year of the conquest. As his favorite spear pinned him to the ground, he fought to defend, and he never rose again. Oh, it's not... Okay, no daughter with him, but one of his sons. Did you know this will prolong the edict? We suspected that the bloodline would implicate my baby in Kairos' eyes, but I knew nothing for certain until this moment. She shakes her head. Don't ask me to interpret the Overlord's heartless design. I have no love for this edict, if that's what you're asking. It's torn the noble realm to pieces, fractured the pillar of their culture, and ruined countless lives. She releases a heavy sigh and hardens her intense gaze. But I have a responsibility to the people of Stalwart to preserve their heritage and leadership. My father and the other Archons destroyed this nation. She and I, Amelia glances back at the crib, then quickly focuses back on you. We can help put it together. What a naive notion. I had thought better of you, but this shows nothing but contempt for all that his favorite accomplished and sacrificed in the conquest. This is Dimitri's. Dimitri shakes his head with disapproval. The Regent remained in Sentinel stand for her protection. The edict was his responsibility shoulder, not hers. She tips her head down in challenge. My daughter will not be another victim of Kairos' conquest. She has the blood of the North coursing through her veins, and no one has the right to take her life. The child must die to end the edict. Stand aside or share her fate. Jesus, I really hope they don't make me go for this. Because to me, like, I am siding with it as favored, but this is kind of a breaking point. I don't know. On the other hand, she should have known better, right? She should have known better. She shouldn't have done this. She knew that Kairos was going after them, so... It must be done. What is one baby against the fate of Stalwart? The Regent's grandfather sends his respects? God damn. Calm yourself, Amelia. There must be another way. Okay? Another way? Dimitri shakes his head in sadness. Amelia turned her back on the Legion. The General has no place for the disloyal, no matter whose blood flows in their veins. All the same, if you can guarantee my daughter's life, I will return to Ash and submit to his judgment. Okay, there might be a way. She frowns, harsh as it will be. But that still leaves us with the matter of the edict. What could we possibly do about the Edict of Storms? Regent blood flows through my daughter's veins. Lore option. Abdicate your line. As Regent Mother, you have the authority. You must merely say the words. It's that simple? I mean, technically titles are all just, you know, titles, but that easy? Perhaps there is ways to circumvent Kairos' law. I must research the matter. You make it with points entirely hopeless. The child dies. Let's go with lore. Abdicate your line as Regent Mother. You have the authority. You must merely say the words. Oh, quite right, says Lantry. Lantry licks the tip of his quill as he flips his parchment. And since the Regent Mother isn't of stalwart and can't actually sit as Regent, that should, I hope, terminate the line. I ought not to show preference for how this part of the chronicle unfolds, but I'd rather title this chapter Legal Remedy than Infant Regicide, if given the choice. Hope reflects on her expression for the first time. Is it truly as simple as that? A clerical formality to spare an innocent life? She helps as much in surprise as derision. If this works, I'll owe you more than I can possibly repay. Here, the edict damaged this trinket, but you might still find it useful. I, Amelia, formally abdicate my daughter's claim to the Regency of Stalwart, dissolving all ties, compacts, vassals, and holdings. We forfeit all protections and advantages given by the ancient bloodline. She pauses. Was that enough? I should hope so, young lady, but we are at the mercy of the edict's logic. Let us hope this formal gesture is enough. It should be enough. Otherwise, Lantry scratches his brow, turning away with his thought unfinished. You feel a familiar sensation, the air growing hot and electric before suddenly erupting in overwhelming waves of energy. It worked. I think. At first you think the force of arcane power dissipating is enough to carve the skin from your bones, a sensation you attribute to the Edict of Storms, but it cools just as quickly. Oh. Wow. That... I know I'm gonna sound like an absolute nerd by saying this, but that right there kinda sent shivers down my skin. The winds buffeting the keep have abated. Outside, an eerie silence pervades the air, a stillness that hasn't visited Stalwart for a long time. I have gained favor with the Unbroken. You can hear the very symbols that brought the Edict of Storms into being, each syllable proclaiming itself from a newfound corner of your mind. It would seem the Edict is now a part of you. Oi? Thank goodness it worked. You spared my daughter, and here I had come to expect nothing but cruelty from the servants of Kairos. Amelia looks to the crib. Now we have a chance at what might never have been, a life outside of these walls. My father can be severe and uncompromising, but I'll return to Ironheart and his protection, at least while the conflict persists. Hopefully he isn't so consumed by war that I can still appeal to him as a man and father. I always appreciated them more than the Archon. I regret none of my decisions I made to get here. We'll disagree on that much, but my daughter will be safe. Thank God she still had the sense to see that through. Oh, notice that she now is using disfavored colors? Okay. The stalemate between the Unbroken and Disfavored is at an end. A victory that can't be measured in rings. Thank you, Fatebinder. I'll remain at Sentinel Stand to secure this location and send word to Ash of your excellent work. Okay. My power has increased. We have ended Kairos' Edict of Storms. Speak with Graven Ash. Dude, what did I get with that mythic level? I gained an item, Rust Charm. I gained 200 power. I still don't know what this is. 1135, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I do know it's getting close to the top, if that means anything. And the Rust Charm. Entropic. 1 armor penetrated by attacks when inflicting crits. I mean, it's not bad, but I can take this out. Ooh! 3 resolve. I like resolve. I forgot I had this. And then over here we have haste, quickness. So I want to keep those. Yeah, it's gonna go for verse. So I'll take this one out and I'm gonna give her Entropic. Just for more armor pen. Okay, let's quick save.
Graven Ash protects.
Sentinel Stand is ours, as favored won't forget this honor. A regent has always ruled from this throne in Stalwart for the last 500 years, an unbroken bloodline that has survived through numerous generations. Not anymore, dude. So couldn't he as well have just renounced... Oh, his title.
We should take a closer.
Well, he did... Oh. Well, he didn't want to, so I imagine he's not gonna do it, but... A drug recipe. Staggering force. I think that's just an upgrade of what I have. And volleys. I like the volleys. What the volleys do? What do the... Wait, where did it go? Here. I don't know either of them. Adds an interrupt effect to a spell. Okay. That's actually interesting. And the sigil of volleys increases the number of projectiles fired from directed force spell. What this mean? We have 200 lore on him. So if I would go for something like a fireball... Where is directed force? This one. That's the interrupt. 2-second interrupt? That's actually... that's actually quite powerful. Well, it's not this one. Is it this one? It is this one. Distant impact, sorry. Oh, I would throw 2 projectiles instead of just 1, is that it? So technically I could throw 2 projectiles, chaining, but I do feel like... I do feel like not having mage fire, frost fire on a fire or ice spell is a downgrade. What about here? Because here I have Pierce, right? Pierce is quite nice. I could also do this, right? Yeah. I think Pierce is better. I'm trying to think when this would be useful. The false pit prones people. Again, I think it's still better to just pierce. I don't actually know when this would be better than pierce. Wait, what are you doing here? You have nothing. Ah, 210. I will try it out and see how it works.
Consider it done. I'll take care of it.
I have no idea what happened. Wait, didn't I thought this one also... No, it didn't have Pierce. No, it didn't. I think I tried because I didn't like it, right? Or am I confused? What am I thinking here? Oh, yeah, I did not like Pierce. Because it split them up. Well, I wonder if this will double the amount of healing wisp. That's quite good. Sure, I'll use that. Okay. This crib has been meticulously cleaned. While other objects in the hall have traces of dust and metallic powder on them, none of it is found here. Just money. Any
I'll
secrets?
stay downwind of our enemies.
No. Any secret over here like that one?
Slow. Negative, Fatebinder. I cannot.
Does not look like it.
Quiet down.
No. Okay, so speak with Graven Ash, and then we still have these two. Okay. Well, that was an interesting outcome to this quest, I guess. The keep is safe in our hands. Repairs are already underway. Alright. Does Favored have taken control of it? Ash will want to hear about what we've accomplished here. I'll hang back and oversee repairs of the defenses. Alright. So we've pretty much explored everything on the outside. So let's go, I guess, here. I cannot see. But I think I'm going the right way. Very interesting. Very interesting. So to Ironheart we go. I mean, I'm thinking that Graven Ash would be happy that we saved his daughter and granddaughter. Then again, I'm not sure. He might see her as a traitor. But from what we've gathered so far in the game, he's not supposedly like some really, really harsh, unbendable guy. He does care about his people. The great keep of Sentinel Sand is ours. Oh, I will relish tearing down every vestige of the Unbroken and burying the standard of that corrupt realm. This is a great victory for the disfavored. What's more, we are delivered from the Edict of Storms. My runners speak of you in glowing terms, though I instructed them specifically not to report on your deeds in too much detail. I wanted to hear it from no one but the source. I would know more about how it felt to stand in the center of storm as the Overlord's magic dissolved around you. You must be ready for your travels. I am eager to hear your account, but I will understand if you still need to gather your thoughts. This is a joyous day, and I wouldn't spoil it with impatience. So we have a couple of things to mention. I claimed the mighty Ocean Spire. We've done this a long time ago, right? Another spire added to your arsenal. Impressive, but I question what you can do with 2, 3, 7, 8 spires at your command that you cannot do with 1. Be sure and clue me in once you figure it out. I can only imagine the Turon will be interested as well, not to mention the voices of Nerat. Like it or not, you have our attention and we will be watching. I have questions for you first. What does he require? Let's talk about Amelia. You have seen her restored to my keeping. She is safe in Ironheart, and in spite of myself, I am pleased to have her home. He nods and releases a heavy sigh. The tension in his shoulders lifts, if only for a moment, so he is happy. She has taken to her quarters and speaks not of what transpired during her long imprisonment. I have instructed her guard to offer space to rest and regain her strength, but so far she keeps to herself. She has not sought her father's counsel either. Okay, so he knows nothing about what happened. He frowns at this, deep in thought. See what you would then. She had a daughter with Straydus the Younger, the Regent's son. She bridged the gap between the North and South by mothering a female heir. She redefined sedition by birthing the next Regent of Stalwart. She returned, have you not spoken? I'll just be upfront, I think. She had a daughter with Straydus the Younger, the Regent's son. What are you saying, Fatebinder? My Amelia is too noble to lay with a southern wretch, much less willingly bear his polluted offspring. No, this is some fabrication, a joke at my expense. I cannot. Ash squeezes his eyes shut and shakes his head vigorously. No. The very idea repulses me beyond all measure. And you, Fatebinder, he bears down on you with madness in his eyes. If you would bring slander and atrocity to this fort, then I will instruct Tunon to strike your head from your lawful neck. Do you hear me? He bellows with such force that spittle wets his beard and the cohorts of the training yard turn with panic in their eyes. Ash cuts off his speech and holds his rigid posture. Throughout his prolonged silence, you aren't sure if he plans on swinging his mace in a wide arc or simply exploding from the tension he fights to repress. A vein rises along the crest of his scalp and slowly recedes as Ash calms his breathing. I'm just going to back away and let you handle this one, don't mind me. Speak no more of these lies. I won't have them poisoning the air at Iron Heart and the ears of my fellow countrymen. You are a fool if you think I'd believe such an obvious ruse. Ash regards with an uncertainty, his eyes searching for truth or contradiction. She didn't say anything at all about her situation. He holds your gaze with flat, even focus. Ash takes a deep breath through his nose, filling his lungs and swelling his chest until he has expanded significantly in your vision. When he releases his breath, it comes out deflated and resigned. It's amazing to me how long it takes for some people to get the hint. Don't mind me, I'll just sit back and watch this play out. By the Overlord's mercy, was there ever a father more blind than me? The bundle, the healer, the sorrowful looks worn by her attending soldiers. His gaze shifts over to one of the windows of his castle, just in time to catch a silhouette stepping back from view. Kairos' flame, but I should hurl her than that accursed creature from the rampart walls. Our family name, the very north is degraded by her lechery. Ash grabs at his face and howls into his hands. In time you could learn to forgive her. Would giving her a deserving punishment comfort you? You shouldn't trust her, she'll only defect the enemy again. In time you could learn to forgive her. No, that's not possible, Fatebinder. When I look into her eyes, I will only see the violence that she invited into her heart. The deception that her captors inflicted to twist my daughter into the disgrace she has become. The wretched girl is still a member of my legion, but she has broken our bond as surely as if she had killed me. I have lost my daughter, and she must learn to endure a general in her father's place. Jesus. In spite of my temperament, you have done as I asked. Amelia is returned, the edict is ended. Perhaps I am too quick to blame you for the failings of my once noble house. I return from Sentinel Stand. The seat of Regent and a tarnished gem of Stalwart. I have anticipated this, so tell me, what do you have to report? Straydus Herodin is dead. That's gratifying to hear. The coward spent too long crouched behind the walls of Sentinel Stand and deserved none of Kairos' mercy. The Regent family was an inbred and corrupt line of failed rulers. They had neither the courage nor the grit to lead their realm to prosperity, as they demonstrated. Stalwart is much improved by their absence. The Edict of Storms is ended, and I have breathed fresh air for the first time since I returned to Iron Hearth. You managed to accomplish what my forces could not. More importantly, you have abated Kairos' anger for the time being. With the great stalemate of the conquest ended, surely we have earned the favor of Tunon and Kairos alike. Every deed you accomplish in the name of the disfavored proves our right to rule these lands. Ash balls a fist and enthusiastically pumps it in the air. How did it feel, Fatebinder? I have not had the distinction of breaking an edict, much less several. It felt less like breaking a spell and more like absorbing it. Guild Apprentice, our background, it felt like tapping into something far greater than myself. I am toying with powers of which I know little. Or if it's all the same, I'll keep my feelings on the matter to myself. I'll go for my background option. It felt like tapping into something far greater than myself. Yes, perhaps it's to be expected. I felt much the same when I took a knee at the Overlord's throne, as if my efforts to resist were nothing more than the spasms of a dying insect. Your actions at Vendrian's Well have caused us all to expect more than you were ever prepared to shoulder as a legal clerk. Living up to our admittedly high expectations will do more than merely get you through this war. There are greater things to come once the dust settles. So, next steps? The Blade Grave region is now controlled by disfavored. Okay. First things first, my soldiers reported on your activities in the Blade Grave. They saw what happened when you broke the Edict of Storms. The power of this edict flowed through you like the wind. No one could account for it, but I have my suspicions. You are becoming powerful. Perhaps in ways I don't even understand. I can't explain it, but when I break edicts or access spires, I feel stronger. There's a lore option. Something else about my activities that much is clear. So lore. There's a connection between edicts and what happened at Ascension Hall. I'm still putting the pieces together. I'll go with this one. I appreciate your honesty and your introspection. Still, you walk a dangerous path. I would not want it to reflect poorly on the Legion. These are tools beyond the ken of people or Archons alike. Take care that you don't overstep your bounds. In Kairos' hierarchy, someone always notices. I'm guessing Blood and Mark sometime was gonna come for us. With that out of the way, let us return to the matter of the war. Our position in the tiers is strengthening by the day, but there is still work to be done. It's time to broaden our scope in this war. There are two regions of interest, and either of them would strengthen our hold on the realm. Lethian's Crossing is home to merchants and the skilled forge-bound artisans. The Burning Library was the home of the all-knowing sages before Kairos reduced us to cinders. Okay, so given the choice, I am gonna go for the Burning Library, because the Burning Library means, or it should mean, magic. While Lethian's Crossing seems to be more, you know, melee or equipment focused because of the forge-bound. So yeah, I will head to the Burning Library. Good. I understand that the Voices of Narat has dispatched one of his miscreant gangs to comb through the ruins of the library. We cannot allow any privileged knowledge to fall into their hands. Kill any of his red-clad degenerates you find and destroy the library as Kairos intended. There is also said to be a repository of arcane lore in the bowels of the library, the Silent Archive. It must be eliminated to satisfy the terms of Kairos' will. Effigy is now unlocked on the world map. My scoutmaster Marek has dispatched to observe the Scarlet Chorus, though I haven't heard from him in some time. His last known location was the village of Effigy. The wilderness around the library is plagued with chorus patrols and wildfires that can make routes treacherous at a moment's notice. Marek should be able to assist you in charting a safe course through that wasteland. The general worries his beard and frowns. I instructed Marek to destroy all forbidden lore within the Burning Library, given the first available opportunity. The fact that the Edict of Fire persists is cause to assume that he failed. Okay, so farewell. Quest completed here. Travel to Effigy is our new quest, Extinguishing the Flames. Do I want to sell some stuff? I'm probably swimming in things I don't want. I am not sure though if I have the patience to go through them. Let's see if it's kind of obvious what to sell and what not to sell. Holy crap. Eesh. Like this can go, right? An Iron Great Spear, a Skyblade, a Javelin. I'll keep that. I think I have better than that, but I am not sure. I'll sell that one. Ardent, yeah, I'm gonna sell that one as well. Sell Iron Greatsword. I think I have. This one is a named one. Iron Heater Shield can go. Javelins can go. Bronze Greatsword can go. Dagger can go. Great Spear can go. This can stay because it's kind of unique. Unbroken Shield, we have two of them which are sucky. This is exquisite, this is superior, this one goes. This can also go. It can go. Go. That's a named item, so I'm gonna keep it. Bronze Javelin, Iron Javelin. Great Bow can go. Titan Forge, Bronze Great Spear. I think it can go as well. I don't want to go through these now. This should be enough money here. 6 iron is quite good. Okay. All of a sudden we have money. And I have more with the armor and stuff, but I don't want to go through all of it now. We're going for the exit. And I want to check out my quests here. So travel to Effigy. Marek leads a group of disfavored Oathbound in the Burning Library and may be able to help you, though Ash lost contact with him in recent weeks. I'm guessing he got killed by the Scarlet Chorus. Travel to Marek's last known location at Effigy and gain his assistance if possible. I still don't know what to do with this, the Trial of Archons. We have a lot of evidence against Graven Ash, which is kind of funny. We also have some against the Voices of Narat. We got no new Spire out of this. Artifacts, top tier. Oh, I think it's because we killed like a Herodin with this. Same there. Oh. Huh? Wait. An iron mask worn by two non-judicated until his death at your hand. Huh? Is this a spoiler? An iron mask worn by two non-judicated until his death at your hands. I don't have this. I don't have this, right? Archon's Judgment, 1 per rest. Foe target versus endurance. Plus 20% against... plus 20% all damage taken for 12 seconds. Frozen and disarmed. Can't move or attack for 12 seconds. That's quite powerful. That's messed up. And this is stupid. This shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be here. So I'm gonna fight Tunon. Okay. The Gravebow maxed out, Circular Reason almost maxed out, and Penumbra maxed out. Wow. That's silly. Come on. Oh well. So we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen in the future. With that, my friends, we're gonna finish up this episode. As always, I want to thank you all for being here in the channel, watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are having fun. Questions, suggestions, you wanna mention anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe, everyone.